Hello, this is Nick from Suicidal Angels, and you're listening to Metal Wani. Keep it Thrash.
Hey Nick, how are you doing?
I am good. Going pretty okay. I mean, like nothing really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Just waiting for the tour
Uh-huh.
start. So apart from that, it's like pretty okay.
Oh, that's great. Now, I,
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's a real pleasure to have you for an interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting.
It's completely our pleasure. Now, I would like to congratulate you and the guys of Suicidal Angels for the release of your new album, Divide and Conquer. Uh,
Thank you very much.
how do you feel about it?
This is actually the fifth record of Suicidal
Right.
Angels. It's I mean it's 6-7 years since our first release.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things have happened. I mean, through these 6 years.
Right.
I mean, like we have already 4 records before. We have toured so much. We have played like all the festivals. We met new people. We met like people that are are really a big influence to us. We met people that are not that a big influence, but the way that they work can actually be really outstanding.
Right.
So I can say that we gathered quite a few experiences through these years. So I believe that this turned to be this is actually what you can get from the album. I think it's like way more mature than the previous ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's like for us is this is a step forward, you know, if you would like to say so. Maybe sounds like a cliche or something,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that's it for us. It's like moving a step ahead. We have 2 new members in our lineup.
Right.
They contributed the best
Mm-hmm.
on that. I mean, especially the bass player. He's really new to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have the chance to participate in this bass thing, but he was there during the pre-production and during the recordings, but he couldn't record because he didn't know the songs yet.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so he was there. He contributed himself. I mean, like saying his point of view. Sounds good. This sounds better. This could be like this or like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, you know, more like a teamwork, a contribution about the whole thing.
Right.
And I'm quite excited about this one.
That's
So
wonderful.
I believe it's like, I think it's the best album we have created so far.
Oh, that's really awesome. And there's another factor of the album is it's about 50 minutes. Probably it's the longest album of Suicidal Angels till date.
It is the longest one, yeah.
Right, and there are 2 songs which I actually I've been listening to that from past few days. White Wizard and Control the Twisted Mind, which are almost 9 minutes long, and I don't think you guys have done something like that previously.
No, we haven't done it. I mean, I told you before, this album is really different compared to the previous ones.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like, you know, nothing happened on purpose though.
Okay.
I mean, we didn't say that on this record we're gonna do like long songs or 9-minute songs or 7-minute songs or whatever. You know, just when we got into the studio for rehearsing and jumping around with
Right.
some ideas and riffs and stuff, it was just flowing. The whole thing kept flowing and flowing. So that's how we end up in having these songs, which actually are quite big for the Suicidal Angel standards.
Absolutely. It's
So,
a,
I mean, there is especially for White Wizard, this is a really, I mean, it's a really special song because if you write down the lyric, if you read the lyrics, it's like this whole thing is a true story of a friend of mine who I haven't seen him for a long time,
uh-huh.
and I met him like a month before the pre-production of the album started, and he just described me his how he managed to get off the drugs by himself. I mean, he was really seriously addicted on heroin and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he decided that he has to move on. I mean, he has to do something in his life. And I met him that he was clear for like quite a few time. So he just described me the whole thing, and I just moved it to the song. It was like this. I mean, White Wizard is a true story behind that.
That's wonderful. Now, there must be a certain unique factor in this album in comparison to your previous release, Bloodbath. So, what's that unique thing in this? I know you have two members coming in, chipping in their thoughts and their opinions. So there must have been something where you felt, okay, this is a bit unique compared to what we have done previously.
Yes, I totally agree with what you said. As I said before, I believe that this album is like is way different than the previous one. I mean, I believe that if you let's take it from the beginning, all right? Bloodbath was a step forward from Dead Again, okay?
Right.
Dead Again was a step forward from Sanctify, and Sanctify the Darkness was a step ahead for Eternal Domination, okay?
True.
So my point of view is that when you make an album, it has to be like a step forward.
Further, right.
Okay, a step forward, a step further, a step to something else, a step to something new, a step to something different, if you want to say.
Right.
So if you don't have anything of these, I would prefer not to make an album.
That's true. I completely agree with that.
Nobody has the gun on my head to make an album. Nobody's pushing me. So if we don't feel, or I don't feel that there is something going on with the new music, we don't actually make it out.
Right.
So what I felt with this Divide and Conquer record is that it was like, how can I
It's, I mean, it's quite fresh in your mind, so I can completely understand. But
yeah, you know what I want to say. You know,
right, absolutely.
It was really refreshing. Also, the thing is that what made a really let me find the word.
Different.
No, not different. I mean, we worked with Frederick Nordstrom, okay?
Yep.
This guy is a big legend. He has his own personal sound from the studios or from his studios. He has huge experience. He's so unique on what he's doing. But he is not, and he was not into that much into thrash metal music. He's mostly doing like Swedish death metal.
Yeah,
he's doing like
melodic death metal
stuff. He's doing more melodic stuff.
Yes.
So we decided to work with him. I mean, since we had a unique album and different albums, so we wanted somebody who was like a bit personal, you know, like a bit has his own character and the whole thing, that he could also contribute on the music of the record. So we just chose him. So in combination, the songs were way different than before, with his point of view about how the album should sound and how he could, take out all the aggressivity.
Right.
And all the power. It was like a real weird combination in the beginning, but in the end it didn't sound like an explosion. I mean, like, I was in the studio in Sweden, I said, oh shit, this sounds amazing. Thank you. It was like brilliant.
That's wonderful, because I've been noticing how the production has shaped up the entire record. After listening to the album, it's for me, it feels like it's an amazing combination of the old school feeling of your music with an up-to-date production of 2013.
That's what's exactly we wanted to create. We wanted to have the update feeling.
Right.
I mean, otherwise you sound like a graphic guy. I mean, like, all this stuff that's about recording on cassettes and stuff. Shit.
Analog recording, yeah.
Yeah, we do some analog stuff during the recordings. We always do analog stuff.
Right.
We don't like this digital too much. So it has to be like all this feeling, all this power of the analog stuff.
Right.
Through the up-to-date technologies,
right.
actually create something really, really impressive.
That's true. Now, ever since I've heard you guys for the first time, I always feel that you guys have been a true fans of Slayer, and it reflects in your music to some extent. Now, after listening to the new album, I felt your sound is probably a lethal combination of Slayer and Creator, which takes the vibe to a different level, having your own sound as well. So it's basically amalgamation of something which is probably not been experimented to some extent in thrash metal.
Uh, what's about the sound? The sound is something really, really unique and something really that can be discussed about an album and about the band.
Right.
When you refer to a sound of a band, I mean, for example, when you say the Slayer sound,
Yes.
you clearly have in your mind what we're talking about.
Right.
When you say the Sodom sound, you always have, you also have an image of what we're talking about.
Right.
When you say the Cannibal sound, Cannibal Corpse sound,
Mm-hmm.
you can imagine what's going on.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, nowadays, it's not that easy to make your own sound.
Right.
Since there are thousands, maybe millions of bands who are playing metal music,
True.
and more or less, all these sounds have been combined, have been reproduced, have been recreated, have been whatever.
True.
I believe that it's the style, it's your style, it's the music who actually nowadays can characterize a band and give something special on it.
Absolutely.
It's not that much the sound, but the way of playing, the way of composing music, the way of the riff stand out, and all this stuff.
True.
I mean, of course, the sound is really, really important, and how can you, I mean, present this whole thing. But I think that nowadays the characters lays more on the way of playing
Right.
than on the sound.
That's absolutely true, because in a genre like thrash metal, I believe everything has been done already. One just needs to redesign the wheel to take it to a different level.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I think that what you need to do is like to get your personal point of view about music in the sound, so you can create something which can actually be like an identity or something.
Right. It's been a continuous, schedule for you guys. You guys don't seem to let, go, not even for a single moment. Now, you guys have been, constantly touring and then recording the album and again going on a tour. So
Uh-huh.
it's been more like you guys don't take rest. So
No, there's no need to rest, man. I mean,
absolutely.
I can rest when I die. I mean, like, what's the point?
That's really great. It's. Do you guys feel that okay? This is how we are going to go further because
You know what? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I would like to say that maybe you see us touring, you see us recording, you see us going here, there, but it's never enough for us. I mean, we want more, but we don't even get them more.
wow.
Because everybody says, "Okay, guys, you need some rest. Calm down." We say, "Well, no, give me a break. I just don't want to calm down. I just want to play all over the world." I mean, it's like, why? Why should I calm down? I can tour now. Maybe like in 10 years I can't be able. I'm not able. Why not to tour now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyway, it is how it is.
Absolutely right. So it's great to keep yourself, continue to do what you really want to do in life, isn't it?
Of course, we're doing what we want to. I mean, if you don't, the thing is that, especially with metal music, is that if if you decide that, okay, I'm gonna do something with my band, or I'm gonna just try to do something with my band, or I decide to tour or stuff. You need to decide and to think that no more you have like a personal life,
Right.
no more you have like family and stuff.
Right.
You just decide yourself and dedicate yourself to the band, which means that you don't, if you don't really, really, really want it, this whole thing is gonna eat you out. I mean, it's gonna kick you out.
Absolutely.
If you don't like touring, it gets really, really tiring. If you don't like recording, if you don't like music, you make shitty music.
Absolutely. It affects the band member, the creativity, I would say.
Exactly. I mean, you need to like it.
Yes.
If you don't like it, or if you do it for money, or if you do it for any other reason, it directly appears in your music. It directly appears in your attitude, and then you're fucked up.
Absolutely right. I really appreciate your words.
Yeah,
Uh,
if you don't like it, just don't do it. I mean, leave
just don't do
somebody
it.
else to do it who really actually loves it.
Absolutely, I completely agree with that. Now, you're from Greece, and every time I interview a band from Greece or Hungary, I always hear that the bands or the people are not support you. They don't support the artist. I don't know for what reason. In addition to that, Greece is also facing some economical crisis for a long time. So, was this kind of a reason why you guys shifted to Stuttgart?
No, I wouldn't say that for no reason. I mean, uh, the thing is, actually, our moving to Stuttgart happened for one reason and only. The reason is that we always tour Europe, we always travel all the festivals, we always travel around Europe. So we just decided to move somewhere which would be actually closer
Okay.
to our thing, to what we are doing. Okay. So we moved to Germany because we wanted to be closer to everything that we can actually play. I mean, I will give you a really, really small example. If, for example, if we had to play in a show in Germany, okay, in a festival, let's say that our slot was around 5 in the afternoon, okay?
Okay.
So we had to wake up, we had to leave from home around 4 in the morning, go to the airport around 5, get the
Right.
plane, go fly over to Germany. If you have a direct flight, then you're lucky. If you not, you have a direct flight, then you're fucked up.
Right.
So you arrive around noon. Somebody has to come and pick you up, go to the hotel, get some rest for half an hour, go do soundcheck, go eat, and go then on stage and play. Like, I mean, it was like it becomes so depressive and so anxious, the whole thing. So
Right.
it doesn't actually leave you any space to enjoy the whole thing.
Right.
Okay, I mean, it was like really, really tiring.
True.
So we decided just to move to Germany, so we can be closer to our, if you want to say that, job.
Right. That's great.
Yeah,
So basically,
we can actually drive anywhere,
uh-huh.
even if we have to fly. It's no more than an hour.
That's wonderful. So it basically covers like if you guys are part of any festival or around the Europe. So it's probably Germany would be like more like the most closest part to
Yes,
travel.
we are more or less in the center of everything.
Yes.
So it's like it was like, okay, let's do that. I mean, it's pointless to spend all this time and money on flight tickets.
True. Absolutely true. Now, along with Violator, you're part of the change that has seen the great thrash metal revival. From last 7, 8 years. Which bands, do you feel, they set themselves apart from the rest?
If I get right your question, I would say that we have played with more or less, and actually we have met more or less all the bands of the new thrash metal revival. I mean, we have played with the Evil guys. We have played with Warbringer. We have played with Fuel by Fire. We have played with Gamma Bomb.
Right.
Anyway, we have played with quite a few bands of the new thrash metal era.
That's great. So, do you find them, having some sort of a unique vibe in their music, or it's just the balls out thrash metal?
It's as I told you before, it's really, really tough
Right. That's true.
to have something unique in your music. I mean, of course, these guys are doing a great job. I mean, they make insane shows, which are like, wow, so much energy, so much everything.
Right.
It's quite. I mean, music is just a matter of taste.
True.
If you like it or you don't like it, it's just. I mean, we can agree on the same woman, but we can never agree on the same song. You know,
Right. I
yeah,
completely
music
understand.
is so personal.
Right. That's
I
absolutely
mean,
true.
I really like what the guys are doing, and I really believe and I really hope that they keep on doing that, so we all together can actually become the new thrash metal generation for the next generations.
Wonderful. That's completely, that's right. Now, this has been my personal opinion, because I'm a crazy thrash metal fan, and I follow a lot of bands, old as well as new. I believe that, while other bands such as Gamma Bomb, Lazarus AD, Vector, or even Warbringer, they give nods to the thrash metal bands of the 80s. I believe Suicidal Angels and Violator are 80s thrash metal, the absolute epitome of what thrash can be. Do you agree?
Above all, thank you very much for saying that, since this is a really nice compliment for me. I mean, I see that as a compliment. I mean, since you say that we actually reflect the whole 80s feeling.
Yes, it's completely true, because if I traverse back to your discography, and I'm a Violator fan as well, I keep digging their music as well. So
Mhm.
if I traverse through what I've been hearing from last so many years, I always feel that there is something which keeps you as well as Violator somewhere a bit on top compared to what the other guys are doing. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, as
I'm
I
just
told you,
expressing it.
as I said before, this is, this is just a matter of taste.
Right.
I mean, I cannot say that Violator is better than Evil, or Suicidal Angels are better than Gamma Bomb or Warbringer. I mean, it's like this is just,
Personal opinion.
yeah, it's just personal. I mean, you can say anything. I mean, I know some friends of mine who are supporting like Suicidal Angels, and they say that they believe that Warbringer sound more old school or shit. I mean, it's like it's just a matter of taste. In the end
Right.
of the day, you just listen to what is good for your ears, for your soul, for your mind, and for your everyday life.
True, true. I completely understand that. Now, tell us about the plan in 2014. Which countries are you guys planning to tour?
We have already arranged. I mean, we are leaving in 10 days for the first tour of for
Wow,
the
so,
Western Conquer.
oh, great.
It will take place in it will take place in Europe. It is 31 shows in 31 dates in 31
Oh, God.
different cities.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's gonna be really not a really really interesting tour, because there is something really special about this tour. I mean, we are playing along with Fuel by Fire,
Uh huh.
which we already know the guy since 2008 or 9 when we
Right.
toured again in the past. We have with us the Lost Society guys from
Oh,
Finland.
right.
They're really young, and they're really like up to the home, up to the thing, up to the task.
Yep, yep.
They really look forward to be on this tour and set the stage on fire every single night. And
Wonderful.
also we have some fellow countrymen called Exorcists,
Uh huh.
which guys, I mean, it's their first European tour. Actually, it's their first tour in general.
Okay.
They recently have released their second record,
Oh, that's great.
and it's gonna be it's gonna be a really really interesting package. I've been gonna
Nice. It's a pretty good lineup. A very interesting lineup.
It's gonna be like a thrash metal holocaust every night.
All right.
It feels like a new era of thrash metal begins with the beginning of
Absolutely.
2014.
That's wonderful. So, you guys have any plans of coming to Asia, coming to India?
Invite us, and we are there the next day.
There we go. That's absolutely true, because I keep talking to so many bands, and they're like, we're just eager to come to India. And thrash metal is probably, I would say, right on top when it comes to the kind of fans we have in India. Okay.
I told you we don't hesitate on anything. We don't ask so many things. We just invite us, and we are there.
Absolutely. Really looking forward to catch you guys here in India anytime soon. That's about it, Nick. Thank you so much, for your time. It's been an honor. You may end the interview probably with a message to your fans in India.
Ooh, that's a challenge, because Well, I've never been in India. I mean, like,
Huh.
so I would actually say that as soon as we come over,
Hmm.
I will make sure that not even a single elephant will stay alive. We're gonna
Wonderful.
we're gonna all together destroy everything. I
Hmm.
mean, it's. I know that you guys down there. I've seen lots of videos on the net that you guys down there are pretty fucking insane.
Hmm.
So I would like to share this insanity with you. I mean, it's gonna be really really nice.